approximately 2 billion people, so nobody else is going to take it. So now they're going to go ahead and flip-flop the narrative, and then all they have to do is wait for everybody to die.
The great wealth transfer is underway. This is something that cannot be undone. They started it, it cannot be undone. Their plan is unfolding exactly how they imagined, basically. And so now what they're going to move on to are things like digital IDs, right? This is something that they're moving forward with. Digital IDs, CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. This all stems from COVID. This is all made possible by COVID. Here's the thing, when you look at the digital ID, the plan for the digital ID, which we talk about up on the Daily Veracity, on dailyveracity.com we go into it in depth and we talk about who's behind it, what groups are behind it, what groups are involved, how they're involved with the CIA, how they're involved with DARPA, and so forth. When you look at the digital ID, this is a universal digital ID that could have only been made possible by COVID-19. Same thing with the Great Wealth Transfer that could have only been made possible by COVID-19, and the Great Reset, as Klaus Schwab talks about, that could only be made possible from COVID-19. But these digital IDs, which is a universal digital ID and a universal digital wallet, which is going to be used for everything from transactions and purchases and social credit scores and so forth. All of this is possible because of the data they have gathered thus far, right? They have most of what they need already to move on to the next step of their plan.
In stage one, we say nothing is going to happen.
Stage two, we say something may be going to happen, but we should do nothing about it.
In stage three, we say that maybe we should do something about it, but there's nothing we can do.
Stage four, we say maybe there was something we could have done, but it's too late now.
That are now being created by a stealth invisible weapons system that is now fully deployed in this country and other countries. Remember, I just went over that 1995 document that said experimentation is over. And it is over. There is no more experimentation other than to collect the data on the success of the types of invisible weapons that are now being used on.
The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee?
A 1995 document that said experimentation is over. And it is over.